gets to the very question of man's role, not just in the bedroom, but man's role in society, and what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. Like those Africans that Matt talked to in his documentary, it's more than just DNA. It's more than just your genitalia. It's more than just your chromosomes.
Am I misunderstanding? Because it sounds like he's literally defining gender right now. He's defining gender. Yeah, there's more than just DNA or chromosomes to being a man. What about your roles in society? Yes, that's gender, because it's socially constructed.
Honey bun, why do you need a month to celebrate who you sleep with?
So if you start your video off with honey bun, then you're off to a really bad start. It's funny though that he's like, I'm not gay, don't call me gay, but then he acts like he's literally trying to do a homophobic stereotype of a gay person. Ladies and gentlemen, it's June, the month of June, which means it's gay month. It's also the month when we are all legally allowed to segregate and discriminate against straight people. Straight people will be segregated, of course, and they will be segregated from the gays. Welcome back to Pride Month. It happens every year, and every year we have a bunch of conservatives that get mad. Sometimes we have some lefties that cry about it too. And I figure we'll go ahead and just talk about all of it, okay? All of it. Let's just talk about all the anger that's flowing through the gay genes, okay? So, I'll just start with this, because my God, some of the reactions from the right are just insufferable. Christian Walker, who is so stupid, I don't know how he even walks, but Pride Month is starting, so I'd like to announce to everyone that I'm not gay. Okay, I'm attracted to men, but I refuse to identify with the rainbow cult. I don't believe in indoctrinating children. My whole identity isn't my sexuality, and I don't go to gay bars. Don't call me gay. So you realize, Christian, that being gay is not defined as indoctrinating kids or something. Gay means you're attracted to people who are the same sex as you. So you're gay, my friend. I hate to break it to you, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to indoctrinate kids. Now, once again, what these people consider indoctrination of children is more or less just, telling kids that gay people exist. My whole identity isn't my sexuality. Holy shit, these are like 2016 arguments that I used to make, yet they're still selling great amongst the right wing. I tell you, man, I think that the right wing is traditional because they get a set of traditional arguments and then they just cling to it, you know? The attack helicopter, the whole, my identity isn't my sexuality, herder. Okay, man, we get it. You guys found your arguments, and now they're becoming the traditional conservative arguments, and they're still holding up amongst conservatives while everybody else is just laughing at you. Believing in indoctrinating kids or going to gay bars is not what makes you gay. By that logic, if I stepped inside of a gay bar, would that then mean that I was gay? It's like, he's so fucking stupid. And the thing with this dude is I don't actually think he is stupid. I think that he's a sellout. I think that he knows his audience. He knows how to sell this bullshit because they're a bunch of autistic cringe lords, and it works. People read this, conservatives read this, and rather than even assessing it with a slight amount of rational thought or skepticism, instead it's true. Being gay means you like to indoctrinate people. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. And then he went on to make a video where he's like the most sassy, flamboyant, infuriatingly in your face about it gay guy, talking about how being gay is bad.
Honey bun, why do you need a month to celebrate who you sleep with?
So if you start your video off with honey bun, then you're off to a really bad start. It's funny though that he's like, I'm not gay. Don't call me gay. But then he acts like he's literally trying to do a homophobic stereotype of a gay person. Does this sell with conservatives? Listen up, boys. If you think that being gay is somehow cool, then you're wrong.
Honey bun, why do you need a month to celebrate who you sleep with? Newsflash, nobody cares. You have all your rights, now shut up.
Should we just like laugh at this and die inside, or should I actually like rebuttal some of these absolutely insufferably stupid points? First of all, it's not a month celebrating who you sleep with. It's a month celebrating the fact that gay people for a long time have been discriminated against in virtually every society, and now they have equal rights. That's exciting. That's something worth celebrating. It also has roots in Stonewall, which is when gay people initially began fighting for their rights. Shut up, nobody cares. Clearly you care because you're making a goddamn video about it.
You take a Pride Month out to run around the streets with no clothes on and hook up in public, and then you want to run around crying, oh, I'm so oppressed, no one likes me. Well, stop pushing it in everybody's face.
Oh my God, the same dumb shit. Stop shoving it down my throat. Okay, dude, the one time that they have the parade, close your fucking blinds. Congratulations. Also, the Pride Parade is not having sex in public. Is it? You know what? I think that Christian Walker should go get another dude's cock and shove it down his throat. That way he'll shut the fuck up and stop making these brain dead takes in the most insufferably flamboyant way possible. You're not funny, dude. You're gay. And I don't mean that as an insult. You're literally gay.
No one cares. But the truth of the matter is, you want everyone to care because you need attention. It's 2022.
Okay, no, they don't need attention. Right now, my friend, you've got gay people that are, again, disproportionately suicidal. They disproportionately face discrimination from their homes. This is something that conservatards either don't want to understand or, again, are too retarded to actually wrap their little pea brains around. But equality in the law is not the same as social equality. I know, mind-blowing, okay? I'm like a Muslim because I just blew you all away with that fact. All right? You can be equal on paper. The law can say gay people are the same as everybody else. Haha. That doesn't mean that gay people are going to be treated the same as everybody else in social interactions. By their families, by their church, by their community, by their friends. But this is something that these people just don't understand, is that social progress is different from legal equality. You're right that gay people largely do have the same rights as straight people. However, they are not treated the same, and they are more than not discriminated against on the basis of their sexuality. Now, props to Christian Walker, because I think that he would probably be discriminated against, not for being gay, but just for being so insufferably flamboyant, which is obviously just an act. So, discriminate against this guy all you want. Just don't discriminate based on the fact that he's gay. Discriminate against him based on the fact that he's insufferable, annoying, and a little bitch. The same thing happens with feminism. People say, well, women have equal rights, herder. Yeah, they do. But there are still biases that exist among society that disproportionately negatively affect women. So that's the problem here, is this change that we're trying to push for is different than changing the laws. It's a lot easier to say, hey, here's a law that says women can't vote, or here's a law that says gay people can't get married. We need to change the law. It's very black and white, cut and dry. It's really easy to point out the problem and then explain why it should be changed. But now when we're talking about social equality, you go about changing that entirely differently. You go about changing the biases that exist differently. And I hate to break it to you, but equal rights in the law does not necessarily stop families from discriminating against their children for being gay or telling them that it's a sin against God or so on. And until that shit stops, we are going to continue pushing for more social equality for gay people.
We can barely afford gas in America. Nobody has the time to run around worrying about what you do and policing your actions. Get over your insecurities.
So, first of all, what does the gas point have to do with literally anything? Couldn't I say, hey, Christian, there's a literal war going on in Ukraine. Nobody has time to watch you and your stupid little dweeby rant. Ha! Second of all, you say this, but conservatives literally do have time to try and wage war against LGBT individuals. We just talked about the thing happening in Texas. There's the shit going down in Florida. Republican legislatures are running on restricting trans people or gay people from equal rights. They literally are turning a blind eye to the gas prices and dedicating themselves to gay people or to trans people. Also, lastly, again, I know that we're talking to insane people here, but you are actually capable of focusing on more than one thing at a time. I know, it's insane.
And leave everyone alone. Oh, and by the way, pride is a sin.
Wait, did he actually just... Wait. So that last part was a joke, right? Was that meant to, like, trigger people who have brains? Pride is a sin? There's a difference between being arrogant and prideful, or having pride in the fact that you can now live your life freely. Also, why do I care what is and is not a sin? This video is a sin. Christian, your flamboyantness and annoyingness is a sin. Like, we can do this all day, buddy, all right? And I'm fucking divine. I'm saying right here and right now that Christian Walker is a sin. There was also one from Steven Crowder. What did he say? Would you rather we ignore the LGBTQ plus lunacy this month? No, actually. One, it's hilarious that it makes you dipshits mad. Two, maybe if you, Steven, didn't constantly further bullshit in relation to gay people or trans people, then we could. Maybe Pride Month wouldn't have to be that big of a deal if dipshits like you were never born, Crowder. Surprise how that works, you know? Once again, the self-fulfilling conservative prophecy. Trans people are so annoying. They're always in my face. Meanwhile, you dipshits are always in their face trying to restrict their lives and telling them that it's a sin to exist. Good one, Crowder. And also, very cute poll. This was definitely election fraud. The last thing I'll say is lefties also complain about Pride Month. They'll complain about what they call rainbow capitalism, which is just, capitalism, corporations utilizing the fact that it's Pride Month to try and make money. And they always whine and complain about it, as it's insincere. And I always have to respond and say, yo, I don't give a shit. And even more so, rainbow capitalism is fucking based. It's awesome. And that's not me being hyperbolic. That's me being rational and being correct. And this is why. One, the fact that being gay or existing as LGBT is socially acceptable to the point that businesses are able to make money by appealing to that specific demographic is a good thing. Two, how many fucking times have we now demonstrated that media plays a role in normalization? Brands propping up gay people, major corporations, major institutions propping up gay people leads to the validity of gay people. It helps to normalize gay people further. So I don't care if it's insincere. Everything a corporation does is arguably insincere. Conservatives always bring that up, and I always have to say, yo, do you think that the corporation selling the American flag shirt is sincerely big American patriots? No, but when they pander to gay people, they actually benefit gay people in the long run. So you're gonna have lefties complaining and whining about it. I don't give a shit. Tell them to fuck off. Can brands do more? Sure. I know last year there was a brand, was it Target, that donated a fuck ton of money to pro-LGBT organizations and causes, which is always really good. But when we're talking about the rainbow capitalism stuff, and then people complain that it's insincere, yeah, welcome to capitalism. It's all insincere. It's whether or not the insincere gesture of propping up certain identities is leading to a net harm or a net positive. And in this case, it's leading to a net positive. You'll also get conservatives saying, how come we have a whole month for the gays, but not for our veterans? Huh? There is. It's the month of May. The entire month of May was designated Military Appreciation Month. It was designated by Congress in 1999. It's just that you dipshits don't actually give a fuck about it. You only bring up the veterans for a month crap because you want to invoke a logical fallacy called whataboutism. So that way, instead of addressing whether or not a Pride Month is a problem, instead, you can say, well, what about this thing? There is a Veterans Month, okay? Military Appreciation Month. All month throughout May. Conservatives just don't care because they're either stupid or intentionally refusing to acknowledge this so that they can prop up, once again, their age-old bullshit arguments to argue against gay people and Pride Month. Now, it appears that Michael Knowles has something to say. Michael No Less, Michael Numbskull, whatever you want to call him, all right? We're in for a doozy of a dipshit take. So let's go.
I had to get to this. I've been meaning to get to this for days. This is the Burger King Pride advertisement.
Based.
I don't know if you saw it. It says, time to be proud. And it's a picture of two Whoppers. But the Whoppers, one of the Whoppers has two top buns holding it together. And the other Whopper has two bottom buns holding it together. Do you get it? Do you get it? So first of all...
See, get it? It's kind of funny and a little bit tone deaf, but overall actually somewhat creative, all things considered. You know, it's a top or a bottom. I'm definitely a top Whopper, okay? I got way too much Giga Chad alpha energy in me. So, Michael Knowles, please tell us why you are mad about a burger advertisement that you could have just not looked at.
The fact that we're using these phrases top and bottom adds a really graphic sexual component that I don't want to think about when I'm eating my processed meat.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Really? It has a sexual connotation. Dude, top and bottom, come on. It's like, are you submissive or the dominant? It doesn't even necessarily have to be sexual. Also, it's not graphic, or it's not a graphic sexual thing, because it's vague and using innuendo. Top and bottom, you could tell your fucking 3-year-old, look, it's like a top burger because it has two of the top buns. Okay? There you go. You're done. How do you eat your meat, Michael?
You're seeing that the buns are not complementary anymore. Instead, they just have two of the identical parts of the bun.
Okay. Got it. So please give us more of the food critiques, Gordon Ramsay. I understand. Okay, yeah. You see, because it's a little cute thing for Pride Month, well, now it's not symmetrical. Okay, buddy. What the fuck are you talking about? Isn't it according to you that women should be the ones in the kitchen? So why do you care?
To say that it's really good to be LGBT, LMNOP, whatever. The funny thing about this ad is that the ad, I think it sums up what a lot of people think about the LGBT movement, which is...
Wait, I hope you're not going to attribute this to the LGBT movement, right? This isn't the LGBT movement or trans people or anybody fighting for their rights. This is a brand doing a typical brand thing to try and appeal to a specific base. Do you think that like a bunch of blue-haired trans people were at the Burger King meetup and they were all like, how about you do the bottoms and the tops? Ha! It's funny because of the current gay innuendos and the gay, you got to use the slogans, man. I thought you're like the dude all about capitalism, right? Like this is part of what comes along with capitalism is trying to appeal to certain demographics. Thankfully, despite chuckle fucks like this cuck, gay people are gaining acceptance. Thankfully, they've gained enough acceptance that it is now more popular to pander to gay people than it is to not pander to gay people. Cry, cope, seethe, ratio plus L, Michael.
Look, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. If you were given that burger, you'd probably take it and say, okay, well, whatever. It's a little weird, but okay.
It's not, okay, good, thank you. Yes, it's not the worst thing ever. Very, very true. You know, there's the Holocaust and then there's the burger with the 2 buns. It's not the worst thing ever. I can think of things that are worse. Yeah, like watching this video.
You would know that something is a little wrong. You would know that this is not the way the burger is supposed to be.
That's the joke. Oh my God, it's causing controversy. What? The idea of using equal buns on each Pride Whopper, according to the Burger King, is representative of equal love and equal rights. So does that mean the common burger, the regular one, the traditional burger, is a symbol of hierarchy? And the boot on trans people is supposed to be like the top crushing the bottom? Of course, this doesn't mean just same sex, they added. The Pride Whopper, breaded the same way, symbolizes all possible love constellations because love is love. I can hear the PR team working overtime to try and make this sound as non-offensive as possible. The campaign immediately raised eyebrows across the internet, where some assumed Burger King was attempting to make a joke about 2 tops or 2 bottoms, as May Rude of Out Magazine put it. Okay, I'm sorry, if you write for Out Magazine and you're offended by this, then go touch grass. Plenty of users on social media also appeared confused as to Burger King's intentions, a few of whom suggested that Burger King was merely pride washing. Is it like a carnal sin against the gays to use the rainbow or something? Or rainbow washing, i.e. using Pride Month as an opportunity for marketing rather than actually supporting a cause. Holy shit. I don't think anybody in the entire fucking world knows how capitalism works. The sad thing is conservatives always say when we're talking about like sex and gender, well, it's so simple, you know, it's just what's between your legs. It's so simple a child could understand it. This is literally something so simple that a child could understand. Brands are going to market and pander to your demographic. The fact they are doing it means that 1, you have gained enough acceptance, which is a positive thing, and 2, even if they are not helping your cause financially, they are helping your cause by raising more awareness, contributing to the normalization of gay people. This has been demonstrated already via studies of how the media plays a role in normalizing gay people. Capitalism, but make it woke, one user commented on Instagram. Yes. That's how it works. Are you... Okay. I don't know how to talk to people that have the brain capacity of a fucking goldfish. So whoever user commented this on Instagram, stop huffing glue. Also, yeah, this is happening in Austria. So don't worry, Michael. You won't have to be putting that meat near your lips anytime soon.
The burger is supposed to be. The advertisement, I think, is undercutting the message that it wants to send. It reminds me of KLM, the Dutch airlines, some years ago ran an ad during Pride Month, and it was these airplane buckles, and the ribbon on the buckles was rainbow. And the ad said, it doesn't matter who you click with. And one of the belt buckles had the male and the female. So it's actually how they're referred, right? Plugs are referred to as male and female for a reason. So it had the male and the female.
Whoa, what? Why do you think they're referred to as male and female? Holy shit! That paints a pretty graphic picture of sex in my mind. You do know that he's right, you know. They are actually called male and female. The plugs that have the sticking out are the males, and then the part where you plug it into is the female. That sounds kind of sexual. Unironically, that is more sexually graphic than the top or the bottom thing. But he's completely fine with that. He's just like, this is just how they're referred to, you know, la 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 la.
Totally undermine. The messaging is a little bit incoherent now. But it just shows you that there's no logic to this movement. There's no reason to this movement. The reasoning changes day by day. It went from we're born this way and sex is immutable and no one would ever choose to be born this way, to not only is sexual desire changeable, but actually sex itself is changeable.
What? Where are people saying this? What? I need to hear this again to make sure that I'm not the one who's high right now. Hold on.
And sex is immutable and no one would ever choose to be born this way, to not only is sexual desire changeable, but actually sex itself is changeable.
Wait, sexual desire is changeable? Really? Huh. I had no idea. Crazy, huh? Yeah, can you let me know where all the kooky lefties are saying that you can just change who you're attracted to? Could you let me know on that one? This is the problem, right? Is that conservatives, they do this all the time. I point it out all the time, and I'm going to keep pointing it out as long as conservatives keep doing it. They just make up fake arguments. They just make up fake arguments to attack. Now the left is saying you can pick who you're attracted to. But that is dumb. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess if you make up a fake argument, it's really fucking easy to then go and debunk the fake argument. You know, guys, Michael Knowles says it's good to run over kittens with your car. But guess what? It's not good. I am right. I am smart. Like, this is what you're doing right now. Michael Knowles, no pun intended, is unironically invoking a huge nothing burger here.
I'm a boy, but I can actually be a woman. It went from the distinction between boys and girls, men and women is so essential that we need to reorder our sexual ethics. Then it became actually boys and girls are basically the same, and boys can be girls and swim on the swim team, and it's no big deal.
Yep, that's exactly what they're saying. Yep, they're saying that they're exactly the same. I had no idea. It's insane how that works. It's crazy. But yeah, the entire left as a collective, they all had a big meeting in the shadowy dark room at the back of their gender studies clinic, where they all determined that actually now we're going to decide that male and female are exactly identical.
No coherence to it at all. Just a vague sense that, maybe something here is a little bit off. Speaking of sexual ethics on the heterosexual side, Nick Cannon, who is an actor, he has become infamous in recent years.
Whoa. Why do we have a black person on screen? Okay, come on, Michael Knowles. Chill it with the woke.
Making certain black nationalist comments. He's gotten a little more politically active. The other thing he's really famous for now, or infamous for, is having lots and lots of kids. Nick Cannon just announced his 9th kid yesterday. I think he's got 2 kids being born this year by different women. He's got lots and lots of baby mamas. Is it baby mamas or baby's mama? Sort of like attorney general or attorneys general? I don't know. Anyway, he's got lots and lots of baby's mama, and he shows no end in sight for creating all of these broken homes. He's already got 7 kids out there, 2 more on the way, probably many more to come. The reason I bring up the Nick Cannon story is obviously his behavior is disordered, and obviously it's selfish, and it shows that our sexual ethics problems in this country run a lot deeper than just LGBT, which everyone is talking about right now. There's a far deeper rot that gets to the very question of man's role, not just in the bedroom, but man's role in society, and what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. Like those Africans that Matt talked to in his documentary, it's more than just DNA. It's more than just your genitalia. It's more than just your chromosomes.
Am I misunderstanding? Because it sounds like he's literally defining gender right now. He's defining gender. Yeah. There's more than just DNA or chromosomes to being a man. What about your roles in society? Yes! That's gender, because it's socially constructed, you fucking moron! Is this... How can he simultaneously say that LGBT is all crazy, but now he's literally defining gender? He's explaining it. Okay, Michael, no less. Unironically, dude doesn't even fucking know when he's making like a more left-leaning argument.
Those tribals that Matt spoke to in Kenya, he said, to be a woman is to do the roles of a woman. To be a man is to fulfill the duty of the man. And there's a great deal.
Did you really have to do the accent? Really? Was that necessary, Michael? I mean, if you're doing a goofy accent in private, I don't really care. But like on your show, come on, man. He's like basically being so transphobic that he's forcing himself into acknowledging the difference between sex and gender. But then he's got a little, sprinkle it with a little bit of racism in there.
Deal of wisdom in that we have duties and obligations and a role in society, and we need to stand up and defend our families and not just, bang any woman that meets. Pardon my vulgarity. But
pardon my vulgarity. What? My brother in Christ, you said bang. You see, at the beginning of the earth, there was a big bang. Pardon my vulgarity.
The other reason I bring up Nick Cannon here is
he's black.
For all of those sins, for all of that sexual confusion and immorality, at least he's not killing his kids. At least he's not killing his kids. When we think about how everyone is obviously on Nick Cannon's case here, as they rightly should be, what he is doing is far, far better. Infinitely better than abortion, which is an option available to him, which is something that's supported by roughly half the country.
So he's still better than... what's the argument being made here? Why is Nick Cannon even being brought up?
Or that half of the country goes after Nick Cannon. Maybe they better take a look at themselves. I'm so glad you like that clip now.
We didn't like that clip. You're stupid and God hates you. Unironically, though, what was the point he just made? What was the argument? Oh, no. Let's look at the comment section. Wow, chuckle fuck. Pissed off because a capitalist-minded fast food corporation's advertising to get people. Oh, is this somebody from my chat? That sounds like somebody from my chat. Definitely could do it without the African accent. Glad you found something to be offended today. He literally said, I appreciate your message. It could have done without the accent. I like how complaining about something that the conservative does is like, you're offended again, liberal. Meanwhile, what was the conservative doing the entire video? Complaining about something. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Go woke, go broke. I love when they say this. This is actually one of my favorite slogans on the right. Also, this was posted by somebody named Karen. Not surprised. Karen, I'm sorry the divorce is not going great for you. Get the fuck out of the comment section, please, for the love of God. Second of all, the go woke, go broke thing is really funny to me because, one, it doesn't actually make sense because corporations are continuously, quote unquote, going woke, and it's not causing them to go broke. They're doing better because of it. That's why they are doing it. Second of all, the go woke, go broke thing pretty much just exposes the right as being nothing but gigantic grifters. Go woke, go broke, ho? Huh. Interesting how that works. So are you saying that the only reason you would ever stand by some kind of a political position is to make money? I get it, okay? I understand that all you Dave Rubin simps think that's how politics work. But for some of us who actually have a spine and principles, sometimes going woke and then going broke isn't actually that bad of a thing. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, also, from a more personal standpoint, it is funny when they say go woke, go broke, but then they simultaneously can accuse me of being a grifter. So it's like, wait, I went woke to make more money, but I thought that going woke makes you go broke. Can you guys get your dumb fuck points straight at least, for the love of God? I don't know what would be worse, being Michael Knowles or like being in the general vicinity of him, maybe having him as a father. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you get notified when I drop a new video.